Black Friday is coming, and for the adults in your life who love the coolest toys, well, there's something for them this year too. Bartesian is the premier craft cocktail maker that automatically makes more than 60 seasonal and classic cocktails, each in under 30 seconds at the push of a button. And right now, Bartesian is having a huge site-wide sale. You can get $100 off any cocktail maker or cocktail maker bundle when you spend $400 or more. So, if the cocktail lover in your life has been good this year, or the right kind of bad, get them Bartesian. At the push of a button, make bar-quality cosmopolitans, martinis, Manhattans, and more. All in just 30 seconds. All for $100 off. Amazing toys aren't just for kids. Get $100 off a cocktail maker when you spend $400 through Cyber Monday. Visit bartesian.com/cocktail. That's BARTESIAN.com/cocktail.
This is Scott Becker with the Becker Private Equity and Business Podcast. We come to you daily with short business episodes, short private equity episodes, interviews with brilliant business and private equity leaders. We try and make sure you're learning something, I'm learning something, and that we're all entertained some. Today, we're blessed. We're talking to someone on election day. We're recording on election day. This won't be released for a day or two. We're going to talk about trends in the private equity and healthcare market. More importantly, we're talking about somebody that was born in Great Britain, but if not, could be president of the United States, or at least should be the prime minister of England and the United Kingdom. We're visiting today with Holly Buckley, who chairs the healthcare department at McGuireWoods and lives at the intersection of private equity and healthcare. But is one of the broadest thinking, brightest, best leaders I get to work with. Holly, take it from there. What are a couple of trends you're watching in the healthcare private equity world? What are you watching currently?
Thanks, Scott. As always, your introduction is way too kind, and I'm just happy to be in the USA, and also that I get to participate in the election as a voter. So, a few things that I've been looking at. The first is, and is reported by the Wall Street Journal pro private equity publication, healthcare private equity deals are rebounding despite regulatory scrutiny. And we're certainly seeing and feeling this as well. We are ecstatic that in this early fourth quarter, we are busy and there is good deal volume, both on the sell side and the buy side. And we're seeing a fair amount of activity that will hopefully lead to a busy deal-making climate in 2025. I feel like for each of our discussions for the last year plus, we've been anticipating this pickup happening, and it's been slow to come, but it feels like it is finally here. So that's kind of the primary trend. Couple of just sub-trends. One, we're seeing really good volume and activity in healthcare tech. Most recently, just a couple of days ago, Francisco Partners announced that they're purchasing Advanced MD for a little over $1 billion. Just in general, seeing a lot of activity in this space from revenue cycle management, AI, EMR, various other tech-enabled solutions. And I think 2025 is going to be a big year for healthcare tech. Next, and this was more of a smaller trend, but I just thought really interesting, and that is around the veterinary space. And I saw that Shore Capital is in advanced talks to merge two of its veterinary practice platforms via an $8.6 billion recap sponsored by Silver Lake. And I thought this was interesting because a source has said that this is in part related to kind of the pet buying boom in COVID and a desire to hold on to these platforms to kind of benefit from the geriatric phase of these pets' lives as they age from kind of their COVID origins. And that's just attributed to a source. I don't know if that's kind of the full reason or just part of the reason, but I thought that was very interesting. We see a lot of activity still in the veterinary space, but the idea that there was this kind of baby boom for animals, if you will, or this pet ownership boom through the COVID pandemic, and kind of the life cycle of those pets kind of creating opportunities for private equity. I thought that was just an interesting kind of micro trend. And I guess the final trend that we have to mention, because it's election day, is just the election watching and the the analysis that's going on in terms of what's next, what's going to happen with the FTC, what's going to happen with various other regulation, and just a big question mark right now. And hopefully we'll know relatively soon what that's going to look like.
So here's the question, Holly. I mean, we've mentioned a few different things. Deal volume is moving back, not so much in the practice management sector as much as in the health technology sector. Also, yes, an amazing amount of stuff going on in the vet space. Here is the question for you today. You've got a husband, you've got two parents, and two in-laws. Will the family vote as a block today in the election? We're talking on election day. Or will there be some splits within the family, and will it cause any tension at all? Any sense of does the family vote as one block or not?
So as far as we know, the family is voting as one block. There is one theory that there may be one outlier, but that is yet to be confirmed. So as far as we know, we're voting as a block, and there is unlikely to be any kind of controversy, because if there is an outlier, I don't think they're going to be open about it.
Now, can we discuss? I think all of the six people we're talking about. Can we give a hint as to who the outlier might be, or am I allowed to guess or not?
You cannot, and we will not.
Fair enough. Again, Holly Buckley, one of the greats of all time. Again, I think of her as, from being Great Britain, as nothing less than the Queen of England. She's also my boss. So not only the Queen of England, the greatest of all time. Holly, thank you for joining us today on the Becker Private Equity and Business Podcast. Always great to visit with you, and I'll ask no more election questions.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Black Friday is coming, and for the adults in your life who love the coolest toys, well, there's something for them this year too. Bartesian is the premier craft cocktail maker that automatically makes more than 60 seasonal and classic cocktails, each in under 30 seconds at the push of a button. And right now, Bartesian is having a huge site-wide sale. You can get $100 off any cocktail maker or cocktail maker bundle when you spend $400 or more. So, if the cocktail lover in your life has been good this year, or the right kind of bad, get them Bartesian. At the push of a button, make bar-quality cosmopolitans, martinis, Manhattans, and more. All in just 30 seconds. All for $100 off. Amazing toys aren't just for kids. Get $100 off a cocktail maker when you spend $400 through Cyber Monday. Visit bartesian.com/cocktail. That's BARTESIAN.com/cocktail.